Today we're reviewing the 88 Wheelco Maverick Longboard wheels. 88 is a new brand in the market and the Mavericks are the premier downhill wheel for downhill skateboarding. 88 manufactures all of their own wheels, and this results in wheels that are pretty unique. They all have this proprietary in-house development and processes that results in wheels that chunk less, have lower defect rates, and are just higher quality in general. They also do some stuff that's really cool, but I can't really talk about unless they talk about it. Aside from how it's developed, the Maverick is a really interesting wheel. Initially with the skin, I found it to be the grippiest wheel that I've ever skated. However, take my opinion with a pinch of salt. A lot of people who skated this wheel didn't share that opinion, and that had me thinking, did 88 send me like a set of produce or what was it? But I have gained like 10-12 kg since I rode like the Magnums and the Cheetahs, so there is that to consider. And they did have like pretty decent slowing down power as well. I just generally felt they were quite grippy. In terms of roll speed, they're definitely not the fastest of wheels. Initially with that acceleration they feel sluggish, and I think that's just like because of how gummy the wheel is. They don't really accelerate, take off the line as fast as like Magnums or Cheetah Hogs do. However, they do have like, I'd say like a pretty decent top speed. Like they do get to that top speed eventually, so I don't know, but the acceleration really isn't there. But in terms of speed, I've never really felt held back by this wheel or like it ever needed more. But that gumminess is also such a strength. This wheel does super well on rough roads. It absorbs a lot of the road vibration and it gives you such a comfortable ride. You don't feel every crack, every bump, every wave. It's really nice. Once that skin goes, apparently it also goes away quite easy. I'm saying apparently because it actually lasted a decent amount of time for me, but for other people apparently disintegrates with a couple of pendies. I don't know. Again, take my opinion with a pinch of salt. Once that skin goes, you get a wheel that slides pretty easily. I'd say this is more of a big freeride wheel than a big like downhill / race wheel once the skin is gone. It doesn't slow you down all that much, and it's really easy to break it out into a slide. When you're taking like aggressive lines around corners, it's actually quite easy to scrub out. It's definitely a square-lipped wheel, make no mistake. It doesn't scrub out as easy as like a freeride wheel, but it definitely doesn't have too much grip. The flip side of this, it means that you can actually stand up slide these wheels fairly easily. I've been using them for a mix of hands up and hands down riding, mixing it up at sessions. It's actually been really enjoyable. You've also likely been seeing videos of crazy Italian and Australian dudes doing the same thing. These wheels are actually super fun. If you want a big wide wheel that goes fast but that has a controllable slide and that you can stand up slide it, this is the one to go for. I've been enjoying pairing it with like my slalom downhill trucks and doing standees on these small boards. And it's really refreshing. It's not like a race focused wheel. It's a wheel you have fun on. Go fast, maybe chuck a stand up slide, whatever, throw a toe side, heel side, whatever you want, maybe do some hands down stuff. You can mix it up. It's good stuff. But talking about race wheels, these wheels have actually held up super well. Like the lips have held up really well and they haven't actually chunked at all, which is really impressive. Considering the fact that Magnums, Cheetah Hogs, Alphas, even Kegels, they all chunked on me, or at least like the lips got destroyed. And the fact that these are holding up pretty well is super impressive, and it just shows that 88 Wheelco is legit. Whatever magic they're doing in the little factory over there, it's actually working. And please note, it's not that you can't chunk these wheels, it's that they have a significantly less chance of chunking compared to the other race wheels. And that's impressive for a high rebound, low durometer wheel. And in terms of the slide, you get like a sugary, slightly buttery kind of slide. It has a fairly controllable edge and is quite forgiving in my opinion. And in terms of durability, this wheel isn't that durable at all. Like I've worn it down to 75mm already and I haven't been skating it that aggressively. My Cheetah Hogs, which I've been skating for over a year now or a year and a half, have held up a little better than that. Well, a lot better to be honest. So they're not durable. What this also means is that they're not the most flat spot resistant wheels as well. I took them to one of our faster downhill spots that requires a lot of sliding and I wasn't really comfortable on my setup. I 90 blasted a couple of times and the wheels sort of ovaled. I caught this quite early, so they didn't flat spot, but that's just something to keep in mind. If you're a beginner and you aren't comfortable with your sliding, you may flat spot these wheels, so just do keep that in mind. Be diligent with your sliding. And the other weird thing, in watching all these Instagram clips of people doing massive stand-up slides on these, they always feign for them. However, these wheels did not feign for me. Like they feigned if it was 90 blasting, but they did not feign otherwise, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world. If they didn't feign for you, please leave a comment in the comment box or whatever, and you know, I need solidarity, man. It can't just be me, bro. I feel like God is looking down on me or something, bro. It's very unfair. Anyway, for a more in-depth review and other small interesting details, as well as an interview with 88 Wheelco about these wheels, do check out the write-up, link in the description as always. And in terms of price, I did get these wheels for free, but $85 isn't bad when you consider that other similarly sized products are about like $100 or more. However, those products are likely going to outlast this wheel, so it's a tough discussion when it comes to value for money. However, these wheels are fun. I like what they allow me to do on my small board, and probably if I was going to an event and I didn't really know what kind of riding I wanted to do, or like approaching a new road or a new sport and didn't know what I wanted to do, this would be a great set of wheels to take with me. Allow me to go faster than those small 70mm freeride wheels allow me to, and allow me to do stand-up slides. It's hard to not like them. And that's it for the review. Remember to leave a comment and like the video as well. If you have skated these wheels, please leave your experience with them in the comments. I really value that. As always, big thanks to the patrons for always supporting me. Big thank you to 88 Wheelco for answering my questions for the interview and for sending me a set of these wheels to review. As always, love you guys and catch you in the next video.